Let me come back to you. I'm gonna work some people that haven't gotten a question yet. So go ahead.
Thank you. Great question. Today the United States imposed restriction for Hungarian passport holders. I mean, under the visa waiver program, saying that Budapest has not addressed the security vulnerabilities repeatedly raised by Washington. I would ask you, can you elaborate more on which these security vulnerabilities are? And secondly, if I may, a US official said, and I'm quoting, the United States is paying close attention to Hungary's choices. So are the restrictions on the visa program relate to other issues that cause friction? I mean, human and civil rights and other problems between US and Orban government?
So I would say first, the new conditions on the visa waiver program have nothing to do with any issue other than Hungary's compliance with the visa waiver program itself. In 2011, the Hungarian government launched a simplified naturalization process. Nearly 1 million people gained Hungarian citizenship through this program before Hungary began instituting full biometric and identity verification in 2020. During that period, from 2011 to 2020, the program lacked adequate procedures to verify applicants' identities before allowing them to obtain citizenship. We know that valid Hungarian passports were then fraudulently obtained by criminals and individuals with no connection to Hungary. And since we've identified this issue and raised it with the Hungarian government, they have not taken the necessary steps to fully mitigate these border and travel security threats. So we have made the requirements of the visa waiver program clear to Hungary for multiple years, over multiple administrations. We provided them extensive guidance on ways that they could mitigate the vulnerability. Unfortunately, the Hungarian government has not opted to take those steps, and so we were forced to institute this new policy today. Yeah.
I'm just wondering, you said that valid Hungarian passports were obtained by criminals. Did any of those criminals come to the U.S. on those passports?
I don't have specific information about who came in, in the last however many years.
Were there any Hungarian passport holders that came to the U.S. with questionable backgrounds that triggered this?
I don't have information on people who came, but I would say it was a policy question. We looked at the fact that there were people who were getting passports without going through rigorous screening that we think is necessary to gain, should be necessary to gain a passport. And so we raised the issue with the Hungarian government, gave them an opportunity to address the situation, and they refused to do so.
And just why did it take 9 years to change?
I won't speak to that other than that we were trying to work with the Hungarian government to give them an opportunity to correct the situation. It's not a step we wanted to take today. We engaged with them, as I said, for multiple years, over multiple administrations, working through possible changes that they could make, and they refused to do so, which ultimately led us to take this step.
And then can I just ask one question on Niger? Sorry, I was late coming in today.
Oh, the dreaded repeat a question because you weren't here.
I hope I won't repeat it, though. No. You said earlier that the U.S. has no indications of threats to U.S. citizens or facilities in Niger right now. How would you characterize the safety, the security situation on the ground right now for those U.S. citizens and for the U.S. diplomats who are still there?
I would say that broadly the situation in the capital remains calm. However, we have reached out to American citizens who, those American citizens who have communicated with us. We have reached out to them and told them that, of course, it's difficult to leave the country right now. The security forces who have attempted to seize power have closed the airport and closed the borders. So we've asked them to remain in place and limit their movements around the capital. And we've broadly said, if you are an American citizen who is in Niger, to register with our Safe Traveler program, and we will keep you updated on any information as it changes.
And then just last question, with regard to the coup determination, that the U.S. is not calling this a coup at this time, how are you characterizing what is happening? As an attempted coup? Was there some other description?
As I said yesterday, it is clear that security forces have attempted to seize power. It's not yet clear that they will ultimately be successful. Saeed.